Curl, Jordan Whittington will be limited. Joe Noteboom will be full. And then Gallimore had a little bit of a stinger. He'll be a guy that, he will not participate today as a result of that shoulder and neck, and his status will be in doubt for this game. Not this week. Don't expect any changes in their status. Until I do.
What's to say about Ryan his ability to get this offensive line, playing well and against two defenses coming out of the line?
Yeah, he's done a really good job. Obviously a really smart, conscientious player. You look at he had a chance to learn under Aaron Cromer, who has a history here, who, we worked really well together, and, then you come here, and last year I thought he did a tremendous job, and got a great way with the guys, to be able to communicate, to connect with them, to be able to teach, and he's got an incredible humility, where he's always learning, he's always asking questions, even though most of the questions he knows what the answers are. He has a very strong opinion on what it should look like, and I think going into year two, you talk about experiencing a lot of adversity, and it really started from the very beginning of training camp. And we had invested in a lot of guys, and a lot of guys have been out, and we've navigated through as many, if not more, injuries than ever before at this point in the season. I know 22 was unique, but I've been really impressed, and he's just very steady, and he's even keeled. Really been impressed with the improvement of some of the younger players, his ability to lean on those veteran players like a Rob Havenstein. We look at the development and how well Alaric Jackson has played. Kevin Dotson in his second year with us, and then you see Bo Limmer and you see Justin Dedich in there and what those guys have done. So a ton of credit goes to Wendy on that, and also Zach Cromer and Mike Munchak.
Demarcus Robinson kind of joked with us after the game, saying, I'm a good player too. What is it about when you get Cooper and Cooper back that he seems to have more opportunity or single coverage?
Yeah, well, I would say this, he's always been a really good player, and I thought what he did a great job of is I was really just as impressed with the two catches that everybody sees that go for touchdowns, what he did without the ball. I thought he competed well without the ball. I thought he was working good edges when he was running routes and the ball didn't go his way, but I think we saw that emergence from DeMarcus last year, and it really started, I would say Cleveland was the game where he really made his presence felt, and he's had a lot of positive momentum since then, and he's become a guy that Matthew and him have a really huge amount of trust with one another. I do think that when you can get guys settled in and into spots that they're comfortable with, that's where they thrive. And so when you bring two guys back and he's in more consistent positions than what he's accustomed to, I don't think it's by coincidence, but it's also a credit to his work, his ability to just continue to stay the course. And, you look at, he's on the backside of one of those progressions, does a great job of understanding the timing and rhythm. And then we're running a concept there where he does a great job winning on his release. Ball gets up and down, gets the PI, and still is able to finish. And then he had a pretty cool celebration. I don't know what the heck was going on right there, but he was excited, and so was his teammates.
Coach, as you get the full complement of your pass catchers back, how much more dynamic can this offense be, and how does it alleviate some of the pressure in terms of play calling?
Well, anytime that you get those guys back, it's a big deal. And I think it enables not only, obviously, Puka and Cooper are outstanding players, but it enables other guys to be able to, be at their best in their roles that they're playing, where maybe you're not being asked to play 60 snaps, but if you're playing 30 to 40, and what that does. But those guys, they're tremendous players, so they make us a lot better. They take a lot of stress off. You look at, I want to say Puka, had a bunch of yards after the catch, obviously on the screen, a couple screens, and then one on the in cut that he caught. But